What's up, guys? All right, so Steve and I wrapped up work at the store for the day. I went and got my nails done, and now I'm just at home working on, I don't know if you can see, on the couch. And I don't know, something spurred me to get on here and talk about this topic. Basically, because I had a comment from somebody the other day that asked me if I was still doing that Beachbody thing. And those comments don't bug me at all because I have full belief in what I do. But it got me thinking, and I thought, if they think that, maybe a lot of other people think that too. And personally, give me a hands up emoji if you're here so I know who's watching. Maybe other people think that way too. And I'll be honest, maybe I am not honest about this enough, because maybe as much as I say I don't care what other people think, hey Lori, maybe I do. And maybe that stigma is still kind of in my own brain. And I think that way kind of because of where I live and how I was raised. And I live in a tiny town in Saskatchewan, Canada. Hey Kathleen, hey Lacey. I was raised in a very traditional, wonderful home that was very go to school, get your degree, and get a job with a pension plan for the rest of your life, which is amazing. Nothing's wrong with that. My tiny town, it's very hardworking, very traditional jobs. And so I think that mindset was still ingrained in my head that a lot of other people think, like, oh, she's doing this pyramid scheme, or how long is that going to last for? Maybe she'll do that for like a couple months, or she's just going to try and sell me things, or like the comment, are you still doing that Beachbody thing? Taking advantage of people. And like making a video like this is actually kind of bringing up, I guess, emotions in me that I didn't think were there because of, like I said, where I live and how I was brought up and all that stuff. So I kind of just wanted to get on here and just be super honest and real. And you can let me know if you don't like this, or maybe if you appreciate it, whatever it may be, or maybe it'll spur some questions from you that you can ask me too. So when I first started, so I'm a biology teacher by trade, if you didn't know. I graduated from university and I moved back in with my parents, and I actually took a grade 5 teaching position. And that's a big difference from being a biology and chemistry teacher. So that was a very trying year. And I had always loved fitness. So thank you, Catherine. So when I became a Beachbody coach, it was really random. I was ordering a fitness program and I seen coaching and I just randomly signed up. I didn't know anything about it. So I didn't really have a chance to let certain thoughts come into my mind. I didn't know anybody that was a coach, nothing at all. So I couldn't let any stigmas or prejudices or anything come into my mind. I just signed up and started learning about it and loved it right off the hop. And it never came into my mind until I told some people what I was doing, and they brought up words like pyramid scheme and scam and selling. And I was just like, whoa, just wait. That's not what I've been learning about at all in my training. That's not what I feel like I'm doing. Why do other people think this way? And I never, I guess, really talked about it. I just brushed it off because I knew what I was truly doing. I was working out and I was on my computer helping people do the same, basically. Like when they were like, Morgs, like, I'm struggling through my insanity nutrition plan. Like, what did your meal plan look like? Or Morgs, like, how do you work out in the morning? And I'd be helping them, and we'd be in a group and I'd just be sharing what I'm doing and helping them through it. And or if somebody asked me like, what workout are you doing? I'd love to do it too. I'll help them get set up. So I never felt that way, like what people were telling me I was doing. And so when that comment came, I was like, okay, if he thinks that way, maybe other people do too. So what I'm doing is, I think something that, like I said, where I live has not really come around to be commonplace. And if it has been commonplace, certain companies kind of ruin it for others. And what I mean by that is, which I'm sure you've been added to a group or gotten a salesy message, but I look at it, because we own a franchise too, I look at it in any business perspective. Some businesses put a bad rap out there for other businesses. For example, you guys might not relate to this, but I so do. So we own a sandwich shop. So we pride ourselves in the exact portions that we're supposed to put on sandwiches of meat, of cheese, of everything. But then you can go to a community over that's really trying to cut costs, and they'll downsize their portions and they'll skimp out here and there. And they kind of put a bad rap out for other stores that are doing it right. And I think that's especially where I live and what I'm surrounded by, companies that you get those gross salesy messages from, or you're added to a group that you didn't want to be added to. And unfortunately, that happens in all businesses. And again, I pride myself and pride our company in not doing that. So that's never crossed my mind. But again, it gets in people's minds when they've seen it at other stores. Well, other stores skimp on their meat and their cheese. This store must too. And I think that's the same thing. Well, these companies are pushy and they want to sell things and sell me wraps or sell me detox teas or sell me, I don't know, whatever it may be. And they assume the same thing when it comes to like the business I'm involved in. And I've never been taught that to do that. I've never done that. I look at somebody, and if they ask me what I'm doing, I share what I'm doing. And if they want to do it too, I help them do it too. And yes, as coaches, there's multiple ways to earn income. And Marlene is in our group right now, girl, kicking butt. And yes, of course, there's an income trade. I mean, people don't know how hard you work behind the scenes. I put in hours and hours. Steven's out at the lake right now, and I stayed home because I need to get some work done because I got my nails done. I need to get work done. And if you ask any of my family members, my parents thought I was crazy when I first started coaching because I'd be up at 5 a.m. at their kitchen table working for little to no income, because I knew that with that hard work, like any business starts off slow, no income, and expands down the road. So I knew that hard work was going to pay off, and they thought I was crazy. Now they don't think I'm crazy, but they did think I was crazy, messaging people back at 5 in the morning. Obviously they didn't get back to me. It was like later on in the day, but that was my time to get back to them. They thought I was crazy, and the hard work behind the scenes and the videos I make in my groups teaching people different things and what I've learned, and you need to be compensated for that, right? You're pouring your heart and soul and work into something. Of course you're going to be compensated for that. But unlike, again, other products, other companies that maybe put a bad rap out, I don't earn an income by selling you a Tupperware container. Nicole's in our group too. Hey girl, I don't earn an income off of selling you, say, a Tupperware container or a mascara or a legging company. And I'm not putting down those companies at all. I love any entrepreneur, any company, but I'm not selling you something and then saying, see you later until next time you want to buy from me. In fact, you don't even have to buy anything from me. A lot of the people I help have a fitness program that has been collecting dust for 5 years, and they finally are ready to use it. Okay, I'll be your free coach. Let's do this. Sometimes they don't have anything, so I help them get set up with that, and of course I earn a commission off of that. And then the compensation plan obviously dives into it, and you can earn team cycle bonuses and monthly bonuses and all that stuff. And some would say, well, Morgan, that's a pyramid scheme. And I'd say, sorry, it's not. It's not, because a pyramid scheme is illegal. You're not trading any goods for your income. So I challenge you to check your knowledge and not just go with what the general public is telling you. I would do your research and look up the definition of a pyramid scheme, and not be influenced by your peers' opinions around you. And I would say, well, to me, corporate office jobs are much more fit the definition, much more of a pyramid scheme than what I'm doing, because in fact, I am higher ranked and earn a significantly higher income than a lot of people above me. Whereas if I'm in a corporate setting, unfortunately, my position is limited. I could get a raise, or I could get a promotion, absolutely. But to get to that one top spot, that CEO position is, chances are it's not going to happen. As a teacher, there was no way I could control my income. This was my income and that was it. This was my position and that was it, right? Whereas in this business, whatever hard work I put in, I really control my rank, my level, my income, all that stuff. So essentially, I'm an independent business owner. I'm a CEO of my own business. Just like Stephen and I own our franchise, actually. Well, in my business, I probably have a lot more freedom than him under all these franchise rules as well. And one of the books I read when I started coaching, which really helped my mindset in all of this, and not let the opinions of others kind of hamper my mindset, was the book called Business of the 21st Century. And I think a lot of more forward communities and cities or states, like I said, I'm in a pretty maybe behind the times necessarily community, very small prairie community, amazing community, but you go to LA or you go to Kelowna or Toronto or wherever it may be, you're going to see a lot more acceptance of online marketers, of online entrepreneurs, of YouTubers, of Instagram influencers, and of network marketers, of all those things. And because, again, you should get this book, it's called Business of the 21st Century, because this legit is the business of the 21st century. Unfortunately, most people do not have $1 million to drop on creating a franchise. Okay, building a building, getting paint, buying the franchise, buying the equipment, all that stuff, right? The typical stay-at-home mom who wants to earn an extra income and start a business for her family, that's not possible. What is possible is investing $39.95 to start an online business from her phone. And that's realistic. Is that any less business? Is that any less business than mine and Steven's franchise? Absolutely not. I got to a level where my Beachbody business is incorporated. We're a legit incorporation. We have a payroll company where I pay myself. Well, Steven does that kind of side of things. We pay ourselves. We're incorporated. We're a business entity, bank accounts, all that jazz. Obviously, you don't need that off the start. Once you get to a certain level for tax benefits, that's probably the route you want to go. But talk to your accountant. My Beachbody business earns a six-figure business. And not to say every business does that, because again, this is a stigma. A lot of people say, well, people will sell wraps or they'll sell leggings for a couple months and then they're not going to do it anymore. Then they'll jump ship to some other company. And I personally don't believe in that. That's that motto of some ruin it for the rest of us. I would never switch companies. I would never be involved in another network marketing company, because this is the company that I used their program since grade 8, 10 years before I became a coach. I love them for who they are and for what they represent and for what it did for me. No other company has done that. So why would I ever switch, or why would I ever leave? Because I use their products whether I'm a coach or not. I use their workouts whether I'm a coach or not. PB Lifer, yeah, Mindy. And so again, I don't believe in what some of those other people do. So I know this was a little bit of mumble jumble, but I just felt like I wanted to be super honest in what I do, what my beliefs are, what Beachbody stands for, what our team of coaches stand for, and why I'm very picky about who I work with and who becomes a coach on our team, what the vibe of our team is, what the culture of our team is, because I hold us, and I know a lot of the leaders on our team hold us to a very, very high standard, because we have multiple coaches on our team. We just did a team call with myself and three of the top coaches on our team who earn $2,000 to $3,000 a week, doing what they do. They're all, one of them's a full-time coach, also a doctor of pharmacy. One of them is a physiotherapist, and one of them is a dental hygienist. And I just think it's amazing that we live in this day and age that we can do this. It's pretty cool. And I didn't set out to do this, trust me. I was actually very anti social media and that kind of thing before this, and it's kind of cool because some of my coaches don't prefer to build their business on social media. They prefer to get on the phone or go meet people for coffee or hold fit clubs and do workouts with people. And I think it's pretty cool because you have that freedom. And yeah. So is what I do legit? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. However, it's just a different mindset. It's a different type of business of the 21st century that some people aren't really accustomed to yet, and that's okay. I'm not here to convince everybody to do what I do. It's not right for everybody, but it is right for a lot of people. It was right for me that just the traditional teaching setting wasn't for me. I still wanted to teach. I still wanted to incorporate. I wanted a job in fitness, and this kind of molded things together. It was a job that allowed me to, it could be a moonlighting business for me. So what that means is I needed a business, create a business that I still had to work my full-time job and I could grow that on the side. So that's what this was for me, right? Ah, you're so right, Mindy. And a business that I believed in. I would never get involved in something that I didn't believe in, and that's again a mistake I see a lot of people make. So is this legit? Absolutely. A lot of people didn't believe me, didn't support me when I worked so hard for such a little income off the start, and now a lot of people still don't believe me because I earn a significant income, still working hard, but not working, you know, a typical 8-hour 40-hour work week, and again, working from my couch, working from home a lot of the time, and I still work technically full-time at our store. So that's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that cleared things up for some of you. I hope that just opened up your mindset a little bit. Again, I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm just here to kind of share what I do in case you were wondering, right? Or if you could do it too. I am announcing something tonight that involves coaching, and yeah, I'll announce it later tonight. So if you want to take a peek at my page later tonight, maybe it'll fit you, maybe it won't. Either way is totally cool, but check out my page if you want later tonight. Krista, proud BB customer to BB coach to now BB live instructor, product of the product. Exactly. And okay, one last thing. That's another really cool thing that Beachbody has is Beachbody Live. So our programs are actually taught in gyms. You can literally go teach Pio or Turbo Kick or Core to Force in a gym, which is pretty cool too. Shakeology, one of our top products, is sold in a lot of gyms, which is really, really cool. We're expanding over to the UK. Beachbody's creating shoes and clothing lines, and yeah, it's just pretty friggin' cool. Oh, thank you, Mindy. And that's another thing. yeah, we all have like our own organizations, but I believe in Krista, P90X Quarter Force Live in Saskatoon. I should try and get to one of your classes next time I'm in Saskatoon. That'd be awesome. I'm here to support all coaches. You know, we're in this to make the world a little bit healthier, a little bit happier. I want to support as many young entrepreneurs as me in this business to create freedom for yourself and your family. And that's what this is about. So let me know if this video helped at all. I really hope it did. And check out my page later tonight for an announcement if you want. Love you guys, and I will see you later.